भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधार श्रीवासादि श्री गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. So Hare Krishna, in the last session, that is last week, we summarized the first 6 chapters of the 8th canto. So now today we will try and summarize the next 6 chapters of the 8th canto. So let me just go there. Yeah. So in the 6th chapter of the 8th canto, we talked about actually towards the 5th and 6th canto, we talked about how demigods have lost their opulences as a result of King Indra offending Durvasa Muni, offering garland of Mahaprasad of Mahalakshmi. And that time, so when they were weak, the demigods were weak. When they were cursed by Durvasa Muni, and that time the demons attacked King Indra and heavenly planets, and they became victorious. And thereafter, the demigods headed by King Indra approached Lord Brahma. Lord Brahma, along with Lord Shiva, and all the demigods, and they went to the shore of Milk Ocean and offered prayers to Lord Vishnu. Lord Vishnu appeared and advised the demigods to, declare a truce with the demon. So Lord mentions that many you approach the demons that they are now ruling the heavenly planets. Go and approach them and mention about this churning of the milk ocean, and explain that the nectar would be would appear, so that by drinking the nectar amrutam, they all can become immortal. And this, they said that it will be equal share. We will share the nectar equally. But Lord, also disclosed to the demigods about various things that are going to appear. He mentioned that the poison will appear, but Lord Shiva will drink it, and other things will appear. But Lord suggested that they should not be, greedy. They should be patient, not greedy for things, and at the end they will get the nectar. Lord already disclosed this to the demigods, and as so demigods then had informed this to Bali Maharaj, who was heading the demons that time. So Bali Maharaj agreed, for that, and they all went and lifted the Mandara mountain. Uh, but however, many demons and demigods were actually killed when they were trying to carry this heavy Mandara mountain. But Lord appeared there and lifted with one hand and placed it on Garuda and took it to the shore of milk ocean and asked Garuda to leave so that a snake Vasuki can come. Um, so, uh, yes, so that's chapter 6. Let me go and see. So, so Garuda left that place, and so Vasuki came, and the demigods uh, decided to hold the head portion of the Vasuki. So they, you know, coiled the Vasuki. Just 1 second, I'm just getting some echo. Yeah. So they started churning, but before churning, demigods decided to hold the head portion of the Vasuki. But the demons felt insulted. Come on, it's a great insult for us to hold the tail portion. Yeah, uh, tail is considered to be, little less important than the head. So demons said that we would only hold the head. Please remember that Lord appeared as Ajita. His name is Ajita. So he appeared as Ajita and um, started churning the milk ocean, being on the side of the demigods. All the demigods now said, okay, you guys, demons, can hold the head portion, we will hold the tail portion. So the demons and demigods started churning. Mm. So there were many things, many problems came, and so number one is Lord appeared as Ajita. Remember how many incarnations of the Lord had taken place in this one pastime, and so first problem was Mandara mountain. There was no support when they were churning; it sank mm, into the ocean. Then the Lord appeared as turtle, uh, as a tortoise. Mm. So there is a little message here. Hindrances are imposed upon everyone by the supreme power. The demons regard them as mere accidents or chance, but devotees accept them to be the act of the Supreme Lord. Uh, Dangers can be created by the Lord and can also be removed by the Lord. This is known to the devotees, but demons cannot understand this. Uh, So then Lord had taken the Kurma form, Kurma Avatara. And so then the mountain was mm, mm, rested on the back of this Kurma turtle tortoise. And it is mentioned that 800,000 miles the Kurma form had extended. Mm. So 800,000 miles. So the Mandara mountain rested there. And then when they were churning, because that under a Mandara mountain, there is no support. Sometimes you have to hold. On top of that, there should be something heavy to balance it. So it was getting disturbed. So then Lord appeared as Sahasrabahu, means one who possesses thousands of arms. Then Lord, in that form, Sahasrabahu, is sat on top of the Mandara mountain. Okay. Number one is Ajita, on the churning, being on the side of demigods. Number two as Kurma, turtle, holding the Mandra mountain. Number three as Sahasrabhavu, hmm, thousand armed form of Lord Vishnu to balance the mountain. huh. Then, you imagine like Vasuki is being rubbed. So Vasuki is getting tired, demons are getting tired, demigods are getting tired. So then Lord entered them personally. Mm. So Lord entered them as mode of goodness to in demigods, as mode of passion in demons, and as mode of ignorance in Vasuki, and empowered three of them. Mm. Then the churning continued, and so when then the Vasuki, with his thousands of mouths, started emanating poison, uh, and when it emanated the poison, smoke and fire came. mm, and the demons who were holding on the mouth side, they appeared to be burned by the forest fire and gradually became powerless. And even the demigod, the other side, they also got affected by this. So Lord then mm, arranged clouds to pour the rains, and breezes began to blow, mm, carrying the particles of water from the sea waves, and that way they got relieved. mm. So then, um, they started churning, and again, this is the first thing came, that hala hala poison came. uh, Very fiercely dangerous poison called hala hala was produced, started spreading in all directions. Mm. So, and then they approached Lord Vishnu for shelter, but Lord Vishnu directed them towards Lord Shiva. Uh, So the question can be asked, why Lord Vishnu had directed them to Lord Shiva instead of, yes, Arya Devi?
Because he wanted to glorify his devotee and give the credit to his devotee.
Exactly. Those are the words that are written here. And we know that, isn't it? In the beginning itself, Lord predicted that Hala Hala will come and Lord Shiva will drink it. So he predicted that. He informed already the uh, demigods. Hmm. Um, so Lord Shiva, they approached Lord Shiva, who was sitting on the Mount Kailash, along with his good wife Bhavani, and they approached and they offered a beautiful prayers, glorified Lord Shiva. Hmm. And at the end of the prayers, Lord Shiva, he became is compassionate, Ashutosh. His name is Ashutosh. Ashu means quickly, Tosh means get satisfied, Tushti. So one we become quickly pleased. Hmm? Hmm. So he was very compassionate, and seeing all the living entities are being agitated, aggrieved. Hmm? Mahadeva, who is always benevolent towards everyone, spoke to his wife Bhavani as follows. Hmm? So basically, he took permission of Bhavani. Bhavani, see all these living entities. were disturbed because of this. Let me go and protect. Let me go and drink. Hmm? And he said, hmm? So there are two verses in this chapter. We will actually try and recite them. So it will be nice to read this. Okay, just 1 second. 8, 7:39. Okay, so this one, if you want to make a note of this, 8:7:39. So this verse actually spoken by Lord Shiva. Pranai pranina panti sadavaha kshanabhangurai bhaddavaireshu bhuteshu mohiteshvatma mayaya. People in general, being bewildered by the illusory energy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, are always engaged in animosity toward one another. But devotees, even at the risk of their own temporary lives, tries to save them. Such a beautiful verse. Hmm. So here, uh, quality of Vaishnava is Paradukka Dukhi. So a materialistic people are always engaged in animosity, but devotees risking their own life, which is temporary, try to save others. So Lord Shiva mentions this, and then he says, uh, so why should I drink it? If I drink, Lord Hari will be pleased. Because I am trying to help the living entities. Uh, so Lord Hari will be pleased. Is anyone raising their hand? Don't worry then. Yeah. So when one performs benevolent acts, welfare acts, that pleases me and all the jivas as well. Let me drink the poison for happiness of all jivas. So when I drink it, Lord Vishnu will be pleased. When Lord Vishnu will be pleased, I will be pleased and others will be pleased. Yasmin tushte jagat tushte. When he satisfies, everyone else will be satisfied. Saying this, Lord Shiva drank the poison, and and Shukadeva Goswami, um, and he kept it in his neck. Everybody knows that's how he gets the name Nila Kanta. Mm? Mm. Uh, so, sometimes devotees also mention he had taken the antidote to counteract the poison. Does anybody know the antidote? We mentioned in the past. The antidote is, uh, so what is this? So poison in Sanskrit is called vish, and to counteract the poison, he took the name of Lord Ram. So wish, then he added Ram to wish. So it became Vishram. Vishram means very much relaxed. So yeah, one devotee, a senior a devotee mentioned that, Lord Shiva took. He always chant the name of Lord Rama. Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Vistulyam Ramanama Varanane. So he tells to his wife Devi, I constantly chant the holy name of Rama. Hmm? Yeah, so so after that, they continued churning. We'll move on to the eighth chapter. There are many things came out, such as Surabhi cow, Uchchaishrava horse, Airavata white elephant, which was taken by Indra. Uchchaishrava was taken by Bali Maharaj. There are eight male elephants, eight female elephants. They can go in any direction. They also appeared. Kaustubhamani, Padmaragamani, jewels. hmm, They appeared. So Lord Vishnu possessed them to decorate himself. Parijata flower appeared, flower. Then the celestial beings have taken it. Heavenly apsarasas appeared, and then goddess Rama, Mother Lakshmi, Kshira Samudra Rajatanaya Sri Ranga Dhameshwari. So Kshira Samudra Rajatanaya, she is the daughter of the ocean of milk. And she appeared as well. And when she appeared, she looked extremely beautiful. Hmm? But Prabhupada mentions here, people want Lakshmi without Narayana. That's why they get bewildered. So one should worship Lakshmi with Narayana and use the Lakshmi in the service of Narayana. Hmm? Otherwise, people get bewildered. So immediately, various personalities made offerings to Mother Lakshmi. Indra offered throne and they performed Abhishek of Mother Lakshmi. Personified rivers, they brought pure water in golden pots. Earth gave herbs, cows gave panchagavya, milk, yogurt, ghee, etc. Um, Season personified offered flowers of spring season. Sages performed Abhishek bathing ceremony. Uh, Gandharvas chanted. Professional women sang and danced. Personified clouds played the drums, conch shell, and bugles. Great elephants bathed her. Uh, Ocean offered yellow garments to Mother Lakshmi. Varuna offered flower garlands surrounded by the bees. That means these flowers are very fresh, contains nectar. That's why the bees were humming. And Vishwakarma offered various ornaments. Mother Saraswati offered necklace. Lord Brahma offered lotus flower, and Nagaloka inhabitants offered earrings. And then Lakshmi, Devi, wearing everything and decorating herself, decided to choose her partner. She rejects everyone. She rejects everyone. Everyone wanted her, but she rejected. So just Lakshmi Devi scrutinizingly examined the Gandharvas, Asuras, Siddhas while walking among them. She could not find anyone fully faultless and with natural good qualities, so she could not take shelter of any of them. Hmm. So Lakshmi Devi searched for the most qualified personality to accept her husband. Although she would see some good quality in someone, she would also see some bad qualities in them, some defects, and thus she would reject them. Finally, she selected Lord Vishnu, all perfect personality. This proves that the Lord Supreme Lord Vishnu is the reservoir of all good qualities without any defects. So this is how, and then Lord Vishnu accepts her, Mukunda, after full deliberation. Hmm, Uh, yeah, so she had a garland and she placed the lotus garland on him, and so Lord Vishnu um, gave place to Mother Lakshmi on his bosom, chest. Mm. So when you worship the Lord, Lakshmi Devi is also looking at you, being on the chest of the Lord. Mm. And there were celebrations. So after this, yes. So demons got depressed because they were neglected by Mother Lakshmi. Um, then appeared Varuni, um, the lotus-eyed goddess who controls the drunkards. With the permission of the Supreme Lord, headed by Bali, Supreme Lord, demons headed by Bali possessed it, Varuni. And at the end, Dhanvantari came out um, of the milk ocean, holding a pot of jug of nectar in golden pot. Um, so as soon as he appeared, the demon snatched it. Initially, the condition was that they would share equally. But now, as soon as he appeared, the demons just snatched it and started running from there. And then there was a fight among themselves. Um, you know, and because the demons snatched it, the demigods were morosed and immediately took shelter of Lord Vishnu. Lord Vishnu said, "Don't worry, I will give you the nectar." And then takes the form of Mohini Murti. So this is the fifth incarnation, I think. Let's count them. Ajita, in the form of Ajita, participated in churning, being on the side of demigods. That's number one. Number two, as Kurma, turtle, held them on the mountain. Number three, as Sahasra Bahu, the thousand-handed form, uh, being on the top of mountain, gave stabilize the churning process. That's number three. Number four. What's the number four? So this is number three, right? Yeah, three forms.
Was it
And
when he entered? Was
Three.
it,
Number four.
did he enter inside each of them to give them strength? Was it, or have I got that a little out of order?
that's a good point, but he just empowered them, And fourth one is actually Dhanvantari, the person who appeared, who came out of the milk ocean, bringing the pot of nectar, is also incarnation of the Lord. And then he also took the form of now Mohini.
Nimurti.
Five incarnations in one pastimes. uh, Mohini Murti. So very, very beautiful. Her beauty is fully described here. And with the movements of her eyebrows, glances, and smiles with shyness, made the demons saturated with lusty desires. Everyone desired to possess her. Hmm? So
Can you
then
repeat the five incarnations again?
again, okay. Ajita, so participated in churning. First one. Second one is the turtle, Kurma, held the Mandara mountain. Third one is the Sahasrabhavu palm, seated on the top of the Mandara mountains, stabilizing the mountain and the churning process. Three. And number four is Dhanvantari, is also incarnation of the Lord.
And the Mohini.
And the Mohini is the fifth one, Mohini Murti. Okay, so
Sorry, Prabhuji, sorry to interrupt.
mm,
I'm just wondering how Sahasra Bahu looked like.
Sastra Bahu look like, yeah, with 1,000 arms. Basically, there is a picture, I can send it over there. Drew it. Even if you Google, like, let me see, of milk. Mm. Yeah, there are two pictures here. I'll show. Don't know if you can see all of them or not, but let's see this one here. You can see a little bit there, sitting on top of the Mandara mountain. But let me show the ISKCON one, this one. Yeah. Yeah, basically 1,000 homes sitting on the top of the Mandara mountain. Yes.
Yes.
So you can see other pictures as well. Here also same thing, I guess. Yeah. And this is Kurma turtle.
So
And
Prabhuji, basically he empowered both the demigods and the demons both at the same
yes.
time, stabilizing the mountain. Did you say that?
No. That is to churn them, like to give them strength because they're getting tired.
Oh.
And even Vasuki, just imagine, like, if, being rubbed. I was thinking while I was reading, preparing it, how Vasuki survived.
Yeah.
So that's Lord empowerment.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Okay. Right. Okay. Yeah. So with our glances and beauty, so looks and the Mohini Murti bewildered the demons and they stopped her fighting. She was extremely beautiful. Mm. Um, Everyone desired to possess her. That is the situation. And mm, so, and the demons, when they were fighting, then they saw Mohini Murti. The demons asked Mohini Murti to actually, and they requested Mohini Murti to distribute the nectar. And Mohini Murti said, usually you should not be trusting a strange, woman like me. So you should not put faith, but you are putting faith. Hmm? So Mohini Murti indirectly disclosed her purpose, cheating the demons. Hmm? So, but the demons trusted Mohini Murti, and then she asked everyone to take a bath and be seated in rows. The demons one side, demigods other side, and she started distributing the nectar to demigods while giving some nice looks, hmm, glances at the demons. They were bewildering. Hmm. So, uh, so it said it's a most beautiful woman. Lord Narayana is the friend of Lakshmi, but now he became the female friend of Narayana. He is the most beautiful among men. So he was surpassing the beauty of Mother Lakshmi. Prabhupada writes in the purport here as a Mohini Murti. Hmm. So why she didn't give nectar to the demigods? Because they were naturally crooked like snakes. Giving nectar to them is dangerous as feeding milk like to a snake. If you feed milk to a snake, it will increases its poison. Similarly, by giving nectar to the demons, what would happen? Same thing. Hmm? And they did not say anything because they didn't want to quarrel. They said, oh, if we ask her, our relationship will be disturbed. I don't want to have, I don't to be crossed with Mohini Murthy. I want to be in good relationship with her, like that. And she enchanted everyone. And so one person, of course, Rahu decided to disguise himself as demigods and sat in the row of demigods. That time, Mohinimurti actually offered some nectar, but sun and moon they observed, and so immediately the Lord chopped the head of Rahu with his disc, and the head had touched. As the head had touched the nectar, it became immortal, and Lord Brahma accepted that head as one of the planets is Rahu. Rahu planet is there, and uh, so and this way, so Lord has disclosed his form eventually, after killing the Rahu. Hmm? There are two beautiful verses in this chapter. So they are my favorite verses. I will try and read the translation as it is. Let me see. So we go to 9th chapter, 928, famous chapter. Evam surasura gana, evam surasura. No, not that. Evam surasura gana samadesha kala. Hetvartakama matayopi pale vikalpa. Tatramrutam suragana palam anjasapur. Yat pada pankajarajaha shrayan daitya. The place, the time, the cause, the purpose, the activity, and the ambition were all same for the demigods and demons. They started at the same time, same cause, same purpose, same activity, same ambition. Everything is same for the demons and demigods. But the demigods achieved one result and the demons another, because the demigods are always under the shelter of the dust of the lotus feet, Lord's lotus feet. They could very easily drink the nectar and get its result. The demons, however, not having sought shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord, were unable to achieve the result they desired. So this verse simply tells us that if we take shelter of the Lord, here this particular says that because although they walked hard, both demons and demigods, only demigods could drink the Amrutam nectar because they had taken shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord, and the demons did not do so. Similarly, when we take shelter of the Lord, oh, I did not share this verse. I was under the impression I shared this verse. Okay. Yeah. So similarly, when we take shelter of the Lord, so we always get a better end result. End result. Say, for example, Parikshit Maharaj had taken a result, taken shelter of the Lord. So what happened to him? Anybody remembers at the end of 7 days what happened to him? What happened to Parikshit Maharaj?
He's
Got
got
it.
bitten by the snake-like bird after he was like he's ready to surrender at that time.
But here we says one thing, that he was still bitten by the snake bite after hearing Srimad Bhagavatam. What kind of result is that?
That's Krishna's will of providence, because that has to happen just so he can be relieved from this body, because we are not actually body, we are soul.
Any other answers? He was welcoming the snake bite. Because he himself actually, although he was in the body, material body, he was liberated from the body. He was actually welcoming the snake bite. He said, let the snake bite come and bite me. So Lord, he was not fearful of that snake bite. He just welcomed it because he knows after this he's going to go back to the Lord's lotus feet. So the final result will be supreme destination. And even in this world also, Lord, if sometimes we have to face this, Lord will give us strength to cope up. Yeah. So if others would have been in Parikshit Maharaj's place, they would have ran to escape the snake bite. But he faced the snake bite. So like that.
Is it very similar to when God Krishna is showing how his devotees are not disturbed in those situations
Sure.
as well?
Exactly. Yeah, devotees are not disturbed. They do. Maharaj Parikshit was not feeling. He was not feeling fearful at all. No anxiety. No anxiety at all. So that's because Lord's mercy. Okay, so the next verse is also important in this chapter. Um, so this verse practically, yeah, maybe we'll ask, is anyone like to read the translation of this verse? Raise your hand. I can't see while I share the screen, but you can start reading if you are. Nisha Mataji, you can read this. Haribol, Nisha Mataji, are you mute?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, just trying to unmute myself. Took a long time. So the purport or the verse itself?
No, just verse.
Okay, thank you. In human society, there are various activities performed for the protection of one's wealth and life by one's word, one's mind, and one's action, but they all are performed for one's personal or extended sense gratification with reverence to the body. All these activities are baffled because of being separate from devotional service. But when same activities are performed for the satisfaction of the Lord, the beneficial results are distributed to everyone, just as a water poured on the roots of a tree is distributed throughout the entire tree.
This is the last verse of this chapter. And here Shukadeva Goswami tells that whatever we do for our personal satisfaction, uh, so we will be baffled. But actually, if we perform these activities for the satisfaction of the Lord, Yajnartat karmano anyatra lokoyam karma bandhanaha. For the pleasure of the Lord, Supreme Lord, one should perform these activities. Then, everybody will be pleased. So if we, some or other, we should become Krishna consciousness. So that is the point here it is mentioned. Otherwise, all activities without Krishna consciousness, they only become zero. So then, yes, Lalita Preeti, you want to say something or you wanted to read?
I wanted to read next.
Okay, we will try and find the next verse for you.
Sorry, Mataji, I just become over enthusiastic.
Oh, no. I mean, because you don't need to look for who is the next one to read. That's why I raised the hand after Mataji started reading.
Thank you, Mataji.
So those are the two beautiful verses from that chapter. And then, so we'll move on to chapter 10, the battle between demigods and demons. Obviously, the demons became very angry because nectar was distributed to only demigods, and there arose a great fight on the shore of Milk Ocean between the demigods and demons. Mm. Um, so and a number of demons, like too many demons here, like Indra versus Bali, Kartikeya versus Taraka, Varuna versus Yeti, uh, Tvasta versus Shambara. There's so many demons. Mm. So, and Bali Maharaj attacked the demigods, and he had created some illusion to disturb the demigods. And immediately, the demigods had taken shelter of the Lord again. You see here, we see time and again that you know uh, the demigods, whenever there is a calamity, they always take shelter of the Lord. So the lesson for us is also that we should at least, even if we are not able to take shelter of the Lord, for devotees, the challenges gives an opportunity to take shelter of the Lord's lotus feet. Mm. And Lord Vishnu appeared sitting on Garuda, and then he vanquished the illusion created by Bali Maharaj there, and he killed the four main demons. Kalanemi, and Mali, Sumali, Malyavan, uh, with his disc weapon. And that chapter ends basically. 10th chapter was so many names of demons were given, but the summary was that. And then chapter 11 talks about King Indra annihilates the demon. Now, demigods were revived by Lord Hari's grace. They started destroying the demons. And so there was a big fight, and Balimara. So the fall of Bali Maharaj. Bali Maharaj was completely attacked by Indra, and Indra attacked Bali with his thunderbolt, Vajrayuda. Bali fell down with his airplane like a mountain with its wing cut off. Then Indra kills Jambasura, and other demons, torment Indra. Um, so there was a big fight like that, and the demigods were like attacking and killing all the eradicating entire race of demons. But Narada Muni, being advised by his father Brahma, advised demigods to stop the war. So the demigods, on the request of Narada Muni, they stopped fighting. And so following, the demigods gave up the fighting, and the demons brought back to life. Uh, so Shukracharya brought many dead demons back to life. Um, so and with it, there was a special mantra for those whose bodily limbs were intact. The head is completely cut off, gone somewhere, then it would be difficult, I guess, probably. So all the body limbs are intact. So then with Mruta Sanjeevani mantra, Shukracharya revived many demons, including Bali Maharaj. Bali Maharaj was given second chance, new life by his Gurudev. Hmm? Um, So Bali Maharaj, after regaining his senses and memory, because he was very experienced in universe, hmm, did not lament. He did not lament Bali Maharaj. So we will continue this at a later stage. What happened? Because after Bali, Bali pleased his guru Shukracharya, and then Shukracharya performs certain yajnas, and then Bali Maharaj gains strength and attacks heavenly planet. uh, and that's how Mother Aditi takes shelter of Lord Vishnu, and Lord Vishnu appears as Vamandev, and that's a different story. But here, again, slightly diversion, coming back to the story of Mohini Murti. Here, Lord Shiva. Um, so he heard about this that Lord Vishnu had taken the beautiful form of Mohini Murti and bewildered all the demons. So knowing this, he, along with his wife Bhavani, went to meet Lord Vishnu. Hmm. So Lord Shiva offered a wonderful prayers in glorification of Lord Vishnu. And then he said, "O Lord, that I have seen all your incarnations. Now I wish to see your form as beautiful woman Mohini Murti. We have come here desiring to see that form of your lordship." Uh, and so, upon request by Lord Shiva, um, Lord Vishnu smiled, and then Lord Vishnu disappeared from that place. And then Lord Shiva saw a beautiful form of Mohini Murti. And then Lord Shiva actually started. Hmm, um, so he was captivated uh, by the Mohini Murti. Mm. So captivated by internal potency. This form is slightly different. Okay, the form that uh, bewildered the demons was, through the external energy, but here through the internal energy, she bewildered Lord Shiva. Mm. Um, so in a nearby forest, he saw this. The Supreme Lord's external potency, represented by Durga Maya, is extremely strong, and everyone is fully captivated by her activities. But Shiva was not to be captivated by the external potency. Okay. So Lord Vishnu captivated him by manifesting his internal potency, Mohini Murti. Point that you remember, you will not be, attracted by the external energy potency, Maya. So it is internal potency that attracted. And so she was running everywhere. She went to the places of sages also. Mohini Murti dragged Shiva to so many places, especially to where great sages lived, to instruct the sages that their Lord Shiva had become mad for a beautiful woman. Thus, they should remain extremely cautious about women. No one should think himself liberated in the presence of opposite sex. Hmm. So Lord Shiva became victimized, and then he had discharged the semen. Where his semen was discharged, and there was silver mountains appeared, I think. Huh? And then Lord Shiva, he realized that he was being victimized, and he said, "Okay, my Lord can bewilder me. No one can bewilder me, but I can be bewildered by my Lord." Um, so Shiva was aware of the power of Lord Vishnu. Hmm? And so seeing Shiva unagitated, unshamed, he was not shameful because Lord can do this. The Supreme Lord was very pleased. And and then at the end of this chapter, Lord Shiva tells, hmm, um, O goddess, you have now seen the illusory energy of the Supreme Lord, by which even um, I have been bewildered. What then to be the said of? What can we say of others? Hmm? And he says, when I had finished my mystic yoga after 1,000 years, you had asked me upon whom I was meditating. So here is that Lord I was meditating upon. Hmm? So this is how this chapter ends, and Shukadeva Goswami gives some benedictions. Palashruti, the fruit of hearing this. Hmm? So, results of constantly hearing and describing this narration about the Lord's transcendental qualities. What happens? Hmm, Uh, One's endeavors will never be fruitless. One can annihilate all material suffering. Hmm? So this is the benediction. And one can, annihilate the material sufferings. And that's the benediction that is given by um, Shukadeva Goswami. Okay, so I'll summarize the 6 chapters that we had discussed. In chapter 7, basically, um, uh, the poison appeared first. Sorry, before that, so the demigods took the held the uh, head portion of Vasuki, and they asked demons to hold the tail portion, but demons did not like, and then they swapped. And then while they were churning, there was an issue that Mandara mountain sank. Lord appeared as turtle. Before that, Lord appeared as Ajita and participated in churning. And then uh, so after churning for some time, then they noticed that the Mandara mountain was not stable. Then the Lord appeared as Sahasrabhavu, took the thousand armed form and sat on the top of Mandara mountain, stabilizing it. And then all the like demons, demigods, and Vasuki were getting tired being participate in churning process. Then Lord empowered them, and then what happened? So because Vasuki was emitting some poisonous vapors, and they were very fiery in nature, the demons got actually burned, and even demigods also had some effect of that. Lord created the clouds which poured the rain and gave the cooling effect. And then they revived the churning process, and then there appeared Alahala poison. Um, and so demigods went to Lord Shiva for protection. Lord Shiva informed Bhavani that when great people take risk their own life to save the lives of common people, so let me go and drink this poison. If I do this activity, Lord Vishnu will be pleased. When Lord Vishnu will be pleased, I am also pleased along with all the living entities. Saying that, he drank the poison, kept it in his neck, and it became an ornament for Lord Shiva. Um, and yeah, so hmm, uh, then they started churning again after that incident, and there are many things came out, such as Surabhi cow, Uchchaishrava, Airavata, Parijata flower, some Apsarasas came, some Airavata elephant came. So different people possessed Padmaragamani, um, possessed by Lord Vishnu. Then there appeared Mother Lakshmi. Her bathing ceremony was conducted. Various demigods offered some gifts to Mother Lakshmi. After that, she decided to choose her partner and she rejects everyone. Even though she found some good quality in some people, she also found some defects in them, and at last he chose Lord Vishnu, who was all perfect. And then they continued churning again. At the end, Dhanvantari came with a pot of nectar, and the demon snatched uh, and ran from there. And seeing this, the demigods were sad and took shelter of the Lord. Lord then appeared as Mohini Murti, and then with her glances. She bewildered the demons, and demons were very much attracted to this Mohini Murti, and they stopped quarreling and they approached Mohini Murti and requested her to distribute this nectar. They had put so much faith. Hmm? So sometimes that beauty, that opulence, beauty is one of the opulences. People get attracted simply like that. So Mohini Murti agreed to dispute, and demons and demigod, they took bath and they performed some ritual. They sat in rows, and so Mohini Murti had distributed nectar to the demigods and cheated the demons. So yeah, and we said that it is like giving, you don't want to give more milk to the snake, which will increase the poison. If you increase the lifespan of a cruel person, it is more dangerous. And at the end of that chapter, Shukadeva Goswami beautifully mentioned that although demigods and demons had put same effort, same place, same time, but demigods achieved one result and the demons achieved as another result, because demigods had taken shelter of the Lord. So that one should do. And then he says, whatever activity one performs for self sense gratification or personal reason, personal satisfaction, their activity will be, they will be baffled. However, they should uh, render activities for the pleasure of Krishna. uh, so then they achieve better result. So basically one should act in Krishna conscious way. So yeah, because they did not get the nectar, then there arose a big fight between the demigods and demons, and in that, demons headed by Bali Maharaj, they fought, and Bali Maharaj created some illusory things at the end of the chapter. So, seeing that illusion, the demigods were slightly bewildered, took shelter of Lord Vishnu. Lord Vishnu appeared on Garuda and he killed the key demons. And so the demigods were rejuvenated by the blessings of Lord Vishnu, and they fought like anything. And Indra killed Bali Maharaj, and Indra killed Shambhasura and other demons, and they were killing left, right, center. All the demons were being killed. Whole demon race was being eradicated. But on the order of Lord Brahma, Lord Naradji came and informed the demons to stop, and they stopped the fight. Shukracharya then revived the dead demons whose limbs have been intact. That's how Bali Maharaj and many other demons were revived with Mruta Sanjeevani mantra. And then there is a diversion. Lord Shiva came to know about the Mohini Purti form and visited Lord Vishnu and requested him to show that beautiful form of Mohini Murti. And he had seen all the avatars, all the incarnations except this. And Lord Vishnu Then showed his beautiful Mohini Murti form and bewildered Lord Shiva. But Lord Shiva, at the end of the day, he was not ashamed. He said to himself, "Yes, Lord Vishnu can bewilder me. I can be bewildered by Lord Vishnu." And he informed Mother Parvati that, no, Parvati, once you asked me that, whom am I, on whom I was meditating upon. So you asked me one day, when I did this 1,000 years meditation, and it was this Lord Vishnu, I was meditating upon. Huh? And then Shukadeva Goswami gives special benedictions to all the devotees, that by hearing and by describing, one will be able to annihilate all the material miseries. Mm. So with that, we'll finish part, the next 6 chapters until chapter 12, and we will continue with chapter 13, and we will hopefully describe the pastime of Bali Maharaj in the next week, in the next session. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Grandhara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Nitai Gaura Premanandi, Hari Hari Bol.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Thank you,
Krishna,
Prabhuji. Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you.